Welcome back to Sleepover. My name is Daniel Cabral.
My name is Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lamus.
And guess what? We're finally back and we're better than ever. I just took a swig of water right now.
Your water?
Yeah, my own
You
water.
brought from home.
And I was like, this water tastes like ass, dude. And it didn't taste good. Now I'm off to a rocky start.
Is today the only day that you've had it, or did you like start it yesterday and now you're finishing it today?
Oh, you know what? I think I was at the gym, so it might be gym water.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Dude, so it's sweaty guys?
Yeah.
You've been collecting sweaty guys while...
Kids go up to them as they're dripping. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Can you tell me this?
Wait,
is
why are you guys lean forward?
That's why I usually
trying to
start.
find a good
You should
spot.
kind of lean forward, actually, Lewis. It gets where. I don't know.
Man, but we're on a couch. I want to, chill back.
All right,
That's my Homer.
it's actually good because it's like a triangle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's how
Oh,
it's supposed to be.
okay.
But tell me if you think this is out of pocket, right? So when I worked at the gym, the water fountains broke, so there was no water for the people who are working out, so they need water, and so they bought like Kirkland water bottles, you know, those cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of just giving people water because you're a gym and your water shit broke, they were charging people like $2 per water bottle. Is that out of pocket?
That's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty out of pocket, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of places do that too. Like you go to like Disneyland or Dodger Stadium, they like make sure the water pressure is super low so you can't drink from the fountains, and then you have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
buy
I don't
something.
know about all that.
When we
And
went
it's true. Yeah.
when we all went to Disneyland, I saw a woman like washing her hands in the sink, and I was like, I'm not drinking from any fucking sinks
Wait,
the rest of this day.
you're not supposed to drink water from a sink.
No,
We'll
no,
drink it
like a
from the-
water fountain. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
water fountain.
I was
Yeah.
like, Lewis, why are you in the?
No, no,
why are
I
you?
messed
You're
up the, yeah.
You're the woman's bathroom, Lewis.
I'm like, that bitch is doing it wrong.
you're a dirty dog, man. No, I mean the funniest thing is
Well,
like
you were in the stall next to me jerking off, so who's the
Nutty
real
guy,
weirdo
dude.
here? You
yeah,
know?
man. I don't believe in gender neutral. You know what do you call it? But yeah, when I saw Vince pull up to Disneyland like on a hot ass day with 12 water bottles in his backpack, I was like, Vince, you're really a crazy guy. And
Yeah, dude.
I lost my fucking Supreme water bottle that day.
Dude,
Oh man.
I'm so sad.
on
I
Pirates-
had that shit for years, and I fucking lost it at Disneyland.
that shit happens,
And
man.
you know what's crazy? When I was a kid,
Wait, you know, actually, I remember seeing it. The Supreme water bottle.
Yeah.
Because I went to Disneyland again after we went, and you know where it was?
where?
It was right where the pirates have all the lost gold and stuff like that.
My fucking,
Jack Sparrow was rocking the Supreme
my
water
water
bottle.
bottle's in Davy Jones' locker.
Yeah, you don't want to know what you have to do to get to get it, dude. You gotta go to World's End.
So the crazy thing is, I vividly remember being a kid at Disneyland, and I got like this, you know, those spraying fans that they have, where you
Yeah.
can. It was like that and a water bottle combined, and my parents bought it, and then I lost it on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and my parents were like, "We're never buying you shit again."
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You're
Right
supposed
then
to.
and there.
Losing my Supreme water bottle like gave me flashbacks of being a kid and getting scolded at Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to lose shit at Disneyland. You know.
Yeah.
I lose shit all the time. You
I
really?
lost my glasses there.
Yeah, you could have totally gotten your glasses back too.
It was too long of it. Like it was a long day where I had done everything by 6 o'clock, and they don't give you stuff back until 10.
Yeah.
And like there's a period where you're just like, I don't want to do anything anymore.
I get
Bro,
that.
how are you just gonna lose your glasses? That's pretty fucking goofy.
Yeah.
I lost it on that goofy school.
Man, Goofy, you're flying crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's
That guy
like,
should have his license revoked. man.
skirt. Dude, I love that Goofy.
I remember Vince being like, "I will not get on that ride again."
I
Really?
will not. Yeah. I
Are
will
you
not.
serious?
Also, it's not
That
like
ride
that great
has
of a
crazy
ride.
turns.
It's a fun ride.
It's not worth 45 to 50 minutes for
Oh,
the
for
wait
sure.
that people do.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
get-
not.
A lot of the like, I wouldn't wait like that for Web Slingers. That ride sucked ass, dude.
That ride
hate-
was fun.
I hated web
Web
slingers.
Slingers is literally
Your
shitty.
hands hurt afterwards, and you lose to Vince.
Yeah.
Like that's not fun at all.
Jumping jellyfish, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to do a swinging
Which is that
Spider-Man ride, bro. I don't want to do this shit.
It's
Like,
just like you go up and down, kind of like a tower.
Oh yeah, I didn't get on that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
yeah, I haven't seen any of that, but you know what I mean. It's
I feel like we need to get into this before we talk about anything else.
what are we getting
And
into?
that's Big Vinny style.
Oh, my
yeah.
god!
Big,
Wow.
like,
Wow.
look, Big Vinny. I say this shit to myself every
I wanted
day.
to ask you,
Say it in
how
the
often
mirror.
do you say it underneath your breath, just in random conversation?
It's like all the time. So like I just tell you guys, text you guys, like I'll be at a wedding, right? And I gotta
Yeah.
be focusing on the music, and I'll just be looking at my phone. I'm like, Big Vinny style, Big Vinny mode. And then I say like, if I pulled up with a Louis Lemus, that would be an enormous scandal. I just repeat these mantras to myself.
They're
man.
not mantras
Yeah.
at all.
They're just like they're like a few words.
They're
yeah.
beliefs. They're
You
like
named an episode Big Vinny style.
yeah,
I think
that
also
probably.
This
Yeah.
might be part 2.
Maybe, dude. This
Yeah.
is the sequel, but they're affirmations. They make me feel ready to take on the world. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Vince,
Yeah,
when you
no.
hear Big Vinny style, what do you think?
I think that nothing is impossible. Yeah,
As you
That's
should.
how I feel. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll text Vince out of the blue. I'll just text him BVS, which stands for Big Vinny style, and he has the audacity to not respond.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what else is there to say? I mean, it's like you texting me, live, love, laughter. That's what it feels like.
It means I'm thinking about you, bro. Like I'm sending you positive energy.
That's crazy.
And you're just like, fuck it, no, none. You know, you
don't even thumbs up it, Vince?
He doesn't. He just spikes the ball into the ground, dude. Like he just.
I put the question mark.
Dude, the question mark will fucking piss me off so fucking much. That shit is like a slap in the face. It's worse than no response is getting the question mark.
It's like where's the question, dude? Like it's straightforward. Big Vinny style is more than a style. Like it's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. It's a new
philosophy.
Yeah, it's a philosophy.
Philosophy.
It is, dude. I mean, you know, like there's all kind of styles. How many styles are there? You know, too many.
It's too many, yeah. But there's only one, so
BVS.
And it's pretty big.
Yeah, BVS is a new beginning. You know,
y'all heard of BBL? BVS.
It's just everybody on Miami.
I've never felt a BBL, but I wonder how it feels. You know, does it feel hard?
Do you want to like just feel the material or like on a person?
Do you not want to know?
I kind of don't want to know now.
Why don't you want to know? It feels.
Do you know?
Yeah, I've been to a strip club.
Oh,
yeah, it feels cool.
Okay.
No, it's soft. It's soft. It's,
okay.
Do you know what a BB? It's like literally there's implants, but it's a fat transfer.
Oh, so they just like inject it with fat.
Yeah, the fat. They take
like
the fat.
I've seen cooking videos with people like chicken, and they like inject the fat into the chicken.
Yeah, so they take the fat out of somebody's stomach and then they put it in their ass. So now it's just jiggling.
That's pretty sick.
It is tight, dude. I feel like the government should pay for every girl's BBL.
Yeah, that should be probably like the new campaign that people run on is like paying for cosmetic surgery.
Absolutely.
Right?
Look, imagine like Joe Biden and Kamala's just like, we will pay for your BBL in 2024.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
if you get plastic surgery on one part of your body, not your dick, what would it be?
Veneer. You do BBL on your penis?
Yeah, I wish, dude. Give me some fat, bro. I want that thick. I want that big Vinny girthy thing.
I want someone to feel concerned about how my penis looks. Yeah.
Oh, but not for sure veneers, dude. I want veneers. Like nice teeth is like the titties of the face.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was literally looking. You can go to Colombia and get that shit for like $7,000.
How much is it here?
Like way more than that.
But like, if you had to give it a number,
like 15 to 20, probably.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's not that bad. You'd have to travel and do everything else. You know?
So it's Colombia, a third world country.
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't trust it.
It's way cheap. I mean,
I'm
you just
sorry,
have to.
I wouldn't trust it.
No. I mean, you just gotta like. I think they have like hotel stays where like they do it and then they fucking take you right to the hotel and back. I'm like, I'm staying here.
Is there a YouTube video on it? Like, can I see one's whole process?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Kanye goes there. Rick Ross went there. A lot of people go there. It's like a famous Instagram dude. So that's what I'd want to do. I want to have like nice ass teeth. When I see like a comic with like nice ass teeth and they suck at comedy, I'm like, bro, like let's switch.
You're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, dude.
Whose teeth are you looking at?
Just like. Honestly, like just any comic that like is an actor foremost and then does stand up. You know, I'm just like, bro, get out of here. Get out of my face, dude. What about you, Lewis?
Damn. I don't know. Yeah, I think teeth for sure. I've always wanted to fix my teeth, you know?
I probably do teeth or LASIK, just like improve my vision, get rid of these things, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm fine with the glasses at this point.
I don't mind them either.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You like don't wear your glasses at all.
Not really. They fog up my mask.
Put on your glasses right now. Your new glasses are really nice.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see them. Dude, I literally, Lewis, this guy I saw right now was on a bicycle and he was
looking at a guy.
No, he had glasses on and he had a mask. And I'm like, bro, you're like.
That's so dangerous.
You have a better chance dying getting hit by a car because you can't fucking see. These are my glasses, dude.
They look good.
Yeah. No,
I
like them, but I don't like wearing glasses all the time. They said I just can't see far. So, you know.
And it's one of the eyes, right?
Yeah, so what,
It's one of the eyes,
It's
right?
one of the eyes. So what I like to do is when I don't wear my glasses, I focus on the present, what's really in front of me. Because if you focus too far in the future, you know.
Someone's really.
Yeah. That's
okay.
What I'm trying to do, man. Look, 2022 is the year of new beginnings, dude. You know what I mean?
And it means not using your glasses.
Not using
you, right?
not all the time, dude. Yeah. I gotta see people. I don't want people to see me for the first time and see me wearing glasses. I don't want them to think.
Why not?
I don't want them to think little of me.
You think that if someone has glasses, they'll be thought less of?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I talked to your dad, and he said Vince has his one disappointment is that you have 4 eyes.
My dad has told me that I have 4 eyes, and he thinks that's so funny. He is very close to 50, and
that's really funny though. Like,
you know, something that my dad has done. He needs glasses.
No. I was about to say, doesn't he need glasses?
My dad refused to get glasses, and I've seen him do this. He had to look at very small print, and he pulled out a magnifying glass and looked at the small print so he could read it. And I told him to get glasses. He's like, "No, why the fuck should I get glasses?"
That's why I respect your dad, because he's a man of class and authority. You know what I mean?
Looks like he's trying to solve a fucking mystery.
Yeah. Can you imagine a recent president with glasses on? Would you respect that guy?
Oh, they all look like they need glasses.
Look,
They really all do. I don't think any of them have really.
But there's a reason. I mean, Uncle Joe is like half past dead right now, but he's
Uncle
still
Joe?
Yeah, but he still won't wear glasses. You know what I mean? Imagine Trump with glasses. Do you think Trump would have the same amount of support from the fucking crazy ass right if he wore glasses?
No, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obama would probably look cool, but he needs some shades.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like World War II presidents wearing glasses.
Yeah, and look at that, man. Who's the
Theodore
last?
Roosevelt wore glasses.
Oh, he looked fresh, but he was before World War II.
The Secret Service is like, yo, I had some glasses. Then he put them on. He's like, damn, you look fresh, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a fit right there.
Rosie.
That's hard.
That's what they call him, Rosie.
But none of them, I can't think of any besides, since like 1945-ish. Yeah, whoever the last president that wore glasses literally dropped the fucking atomic bomb.
But you're thinking of the president. I still think regular people can wear glasses. Like if someone saw you in glasses, they wouldn't think little of you.
Think about that, Lewis. This guy, the last president in history to wear glasses.
You wouldn't hit a guy wearing glasses, would you?
Where's that from?
It's just like
Anything,
a saying.
yeah. But this guy
used to protect themselves.
He dropped a nuclear.
If someone punched me in the face, my glasses broke, I'd fucking cry so hard.
Yeah,
like,
and then I'd have to pick up my glasses.
Yeah, exactly. I might get your mindset now, Daniel. It's like, I got my ass kicked and my glasses broke. Like I would feel like a huge nerd.
It's also an easy thing to do. Like, let's say you don't want to just fuck somebody up, you just want to fuck up their day, just break their glasses, and then they're gonna be really mad.
It's an unfortunate weakness where you just get rid of the glasses and then you can win. You know,
basically,
like in Scooby Doo, like when Velma drops them, it's such a big thing. You know, she's like trying to look for them and everything.
She gets
Clumsy
all,
bitch.
She gets all horny when she loses them or something.
I've seen those videos.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know, man, it's always Scooby that comes up on it. Talk about doggy style, bro. Like,
how much parody porn have you guys seen just over the years?
I haven't seen that much. I mean, I've seen it like when I'm scrolling, but I'm not really.
You always see it when you're scrolling. Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm not a big old. I mean, occasionally, the occasional Spider-Man video will be okay, but
I've never seen a Spider-Man.
That seems more specific, but I think it might just be like topical. Honestly, it depends on what's happening.
I've seen a Grinch one. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've probably seen that too.
But his dick isn't green though. That always throws me off.
Well, I mean, just like us, like our dicks are a different color than the rest of our body. What if the Grinch has like a normal colored penis?
What if he had like a red rocket?
it just goes back into his stomach. Yeah.
Wait, the dog Max has the Grinch dick, and the Grinch got the dog color dick.
Damn, dude, those who's are crazy.
Whoville. Damn.
That's a what, Whoville, dude? That's
those noses though.
Those noses are wild, man.
Yeah.
Would you date a girl with that kind of nose?
For sure. I think that kind of nose is really cute.
Yeah,
it is kind of cute. How have your dates been going?
I haven't been on a date in a minute.
I thought you were on a date like last week.
No, I'm just chopping it up right now. You know,
right. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
I mentioned this.
They're all generals.
I mentioned the story to you guys briefly, but I never said it on the pod. But now I can say it on the pod. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A few years ago, back in 2016, I was going out with some girl. And what do you call it? And have you ever done this? A lot of times, Vince, I use your name as a distraction and as a lie to my parents.
Okay.
If they say, "Where am I doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just going to Vince's house." No questions after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why wouldn't they question that?
Exact same thing with me. Like I tell my parents just something like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with Vince tonight." I hadn't seen Vince in weeks.
I haven't seen you in so long, and I'm just like, I'm just hanging out with Vince. They like think I just live at your house sometimes. Dude.
Yeah.
Just
which is so crazy because like now, like I didn't know like that relationship. Now,
totally, dude. My parents like probably thought I've spent like a summer with you or something.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's so
like
funny.
It's 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, I'm still with Vince. We're just working on a project.
Yeah, we're helping each other.
Yeah, we're just helping each other, dude. You are literally the perfect person to use to lie to your parents.
That's crazy.
No, for sure.
No, you're ideal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I swear, dude. Like literally Vince and lies, they just work together. Like how you lie, how I lie to my parents, you lie to your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
It all ties together.
I remember this might have been like 2020. You were on a break at that point. But I remember there was one time where I was like, dude, I went out with a girl. And you're like, I went out with a girl. And we both realized we each told our parents we were hanging out with the other person.
Oh, yeah. That's tight, dude.
Funny.
Yeah, I love lying to my parents.
I was just like, I'm going to go to the drive-in with Daniel. And then you were like, I don't know what you said, but you said you were hanging out with me.
I mean, do you feel like you're at the age now, though, or you don't have to lie?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
For sure not.
And you said yes?
No, because it's like, if you tell them it's somebody else, then they start asking too many questions, and it's like not even that big of a deal. Like, oh, I'm just legit hanging out with a different kind of friend, but it's just the conversation ends quicker if we mention your name.
Yeah, it's just a call comfort because they don't want to hear about your shit, bro. I'm like, did you hear about Vince? They put on the AirPods. No, so 2016, I'm with this girl, right? And then my brother texts me. He's like, "Where were you?" And I was like, I just came back from smashing this girl. Her mom came home early. And I texted that back to my brother, and then I went to the bathroom, and I re-looked at my phone, and I saw that I accidentally texted that same text message to my dad. He was like literally sitting on the couch, right when I walk in. You know what I mean? So like I know he's on his phone. Like, you know
he's
what I mean?
scrolling through it and everything. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then I put the little asterisk thing and I say, just got back from smashing Vince at Battlefront. His mom came home early.
You're so stupid. And he didn't say anything about it.
I walked back and I just went to get water and looked at my dad. He didn't even look up from his phone. And I just went right to my room.
Those are like such big things to like get confused, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Battlefront's a crazy game.
I think it's also like kind of funny where like, you know, would you ever say that to your dad, like in general?
My dad probably dapped me up.
That's funny.
He probably smiled when I said it. He probably knew, but he knew that I'd be embarrassed, so he's never brought it up.
I feel like your dad would be like, "That's my boy."
Yeah,
or something
for sure.
like that.
Like
he seems like that kind of energy.
He would, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think most dads, honestly.
I think so. Maybe. Yeah.
What if I just said this guy just got back from smashing Vince?
Yeah, you'd have to talk for sure. I wouldn't be allowed in your house anymore.
He's like, I knew that's why he's always at his house.
That's why they locked the door.
That's great. What would your parents do if like we had a sleepover together and they come in the room at like 8 in the morning, all our shirts are off?
They'd be like, sounds like you guys didn't do a lot of sleeping.
Good podcast today.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good podcast today.
But you never like lie to your family.
I
know, but Vincent, when you were single, for sure you must have told your parents you were hanging out with one of us or something.
I think it was more like when I was younger, like
you're
like a teenager, like when I would go to like open mics and stuff like that, because my grandmother was very overprotective and she didn't want me to go out. Even like today, I mean, I kind of have to tell her that I'm gonna go somewhere else, or I'll say that it's closer than it actually is.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go to like Marietta, and like whenever I go somewhere far, she's like, "Oh, it's dangerous," and she'll mention like a million different things or stories that she saw
exactly
that are dangerous.
Marietta is dangerous. She's like, "I know you're gonna bomb today." No, Vince, no.
She's like, I can feel it. You shouldn't go out there. You're going to waste 2 hours.
El santo niño me dijo que no iba a estar bueno tu comedia.
En un sueño me despertó la Virgen y me dijo que no.
Do you think you'll be able to do a show again in Marietta?
Bro, I feel like personally I would feel a tough time doing it because I bombed so hard at this place.
Can I tell?
Your story looks so good.
Can I tell?
I thought you did a good job.
I always make this guy look good, but this would happen. So the host, right? He comes over here, and I go with Vince usually. So I can,
host is great. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
So I can meet host and like dap him up and stuff like that. And Vince meets the host. He looks at me, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, and he just kind of like looks right back at Vince. So I'm like, "Oh, this fool doesn't remember me at all." But he talks to Vince, and he's like, "So how much time can you do?" And Vince is like 20 probably, and he's like Vince is like 15. He's like, "Okay, cool, I'll light you at 20." So I'm like,
wow.
Vince is gonna go.
Like, I honestly didn't want to do like more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, so he basically says I'm gonna light Vince at 20. Vince goes on stage. I take out the phone and I make him look really good. And then
did you start off on the gangster bit?
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this shit just did not hit. You know what I mean?
I also wasn't feeling it. Also, like Daniel was telling me, like it seemed like I didn't feel like they didn't look like I wanted to.
He didn't look like he wanted to be there at all. He wasn't selling the shit, you know. Yeah. And then the host who said like, "Can you do 20 or I'll light you at 20?" I think like maybe like
started lighting me so much earlier. So much earlier.
11 minutes in, the light just comes on. It's like a spotlight. He's like,
I was like, and like you know, like sometimes you're like, "Oh, is someone taking a picture?" Then I'm like, "Nah, he's not taking a picture of this." Bro, he can't be taking a picture of this, man.
Vince got some chicken tenders for the table, and I'm just munching out because I'm starving and shit. And that thing's a little okay. And I'm starving. I'm just eating. And then Vince, I'm like,
okay,
I'm
so
like,
that sounds pretty normal.
No, I'm
okay.
like, Vince, do you want some? He's like, no, I'm a little like nervous right now, so I'm gonna eat some after this.
That was before. And yeah. I was like, I will reward myself with food for a good job.
And this food bombed. And I'm like, do you want anything? He's like, I'm not hungry anymore. And I'm like, damn, dude, good for me because I ate the whole shit.
And like I was thankful that Daniel came along on the ride because like the week before I had bombed at another show and I felt so bad, and I told you both, and it was like one of those things where like you don't even want to listen to music. Like you ever have like such a bad day, you're like, I don't want to like think about anything else.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
It's that shit sucks. The drive home, I remember like in 2015.
So was it just silence?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm at like a point where I won't blame the audience or anything like that, but like I'll just be like, I have to write
comics.
I have to ride this out and just finish it.
I will say the host didn't hit like as much. He wasn't hitting as much either, you know. But his like stuff was really different for Vince. It was like a lot of like getting reaction from the audience for like cheering and stuff like that. Like, oh, it makes a noise for law enforcement, for our troops, and then
yeah,
and then
Vince, very anti-me.
Yeah, and then Vince has this whole joke of just basically calling cops clowns. You know? So
that I didn't do, but maybe I should have done it.
Yeah, I remember because I remember the last time you were there, you did that joke, and they weren't feeling that one either. And I was like, oh shit, man. This shit's crazy over here.
And a lot of people tell me like the police stuff is really divisive, and I get that. Like that's I wouldn't be like oblivious. Like I know people have different feelings on it. Like how do you guys feel about like the police? Do you guys like them or not?
So like I remember when the whole defund the police thing was happening, like a couple of years ago. It's a couple of years at this point. Fuck.
Damn, that's just crazy, right?
I just remember like when I would. All my interactions with police before that were fine, where it's like either it was at work where like I was talking to police and they were like just really cool and then just down to earth. And then I just thought about it for a moment where I'm like, oh man, do I really want the police to get defunded? Because like that seems kind of scary. Like there's no cops out there. And then I realized, oh, if I was ever in a dangerous situation, I would never call the cops. If I got robbed, the cops are the last fucking people I'm ever going to call. Yeah, I'm calling Daniel.
I'm calling Daniel.
And I'll pull up with Wazzy, dude. And we'll be like,
with ass water, just fucking ready to go.
We'll find this guy,
You know what my dad said today? He's like, Ozzy is short for asshole. And I'm like, damn, for sure, dude.
Everyone in your family knows it.
That's so funny.
Ozzy is a mean dog, but he's very cute, too.
Yeah, he is cute. I mean, I like him.
Yeah. I think it's not so cut and dry with the cop thing, you know what I mean? Because I've met a few cops, and they're nice people. And I've done a few cop weddings, and then they're like nice enough people, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to them. But I think the defund the police thing is a terrible slogan because you think that it's like means no more cops, and it really just means like take some of the funds away from the cops and put it somewhere else. Like they defund education all the time. It's the same thing as what they want. You know what I mean? But cops are wild, bro.
Yeah, I have my own like background and stuff because of my parents, but like I also recognize that there are some good ones, but it's like what I've seen directly has been bad ones.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of bad cops. It's something that kind of annoys me is like when there's just like a woke person who says they like stand by the working class and they're just like all cops, fuck all cops. But I'm like, you would call the cop.
Yeah, for sure. Like you'd be the first person to call one, right?
You're gonna call a cop on me because I fucking said gay or something like that. No, but you know what I mean?
Have you guys ever had to call the cops?
So I've had, let me see. All right, so somebody stole my brother's car. Fuck, wait. How many times has the car gotten stolen in front of my house?
That's happened?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Wait. Fuck, I don't know if I could say this on the pod. Here, ramble on about something.
Ramble on.
I've never had to call a police officer before. I've had one time at my old job, there was a food order that I brought back and they didn't like it. And so they made me call the manager. And that was like the most, I felt so bad because I think like people working there were like people of color, and I felt bad because I'm like, I'm betraying you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But they looked like the tomatoes had gone bad, but that's actually how they look like during that time of season. And I had to go back and tell them like, hey, actually, you're not educated when it comes to vegetables.
I just remembered a cop story. It didn't happen to me, but at the comic book shop, the owner once told me about the time that he got spit on by a homeless guy.
Oh my God.
We're like, this homeless guy walks in, goes through the back issues, picks out some like cheap comics, brings it up to the front, and my boss is like, oh, it's $3. And the dude is like, oh, you can't help me out. And the dude is homeless. So my boss is just like, whatever, like $150 or something. Like he cuts the price.
Yeah.
And as soon as he does that, the homeless guy like pulls out his wallet and has so much fucking money in the wallet.
Oh my God.
And my boss is just like, bro, like what the fuck? Just pay full price. And this homeless guy gets so pissed that he spits on my boss. And at that point, my boss just sees red.
Yeah.
And he just fucking grabs the homeless guy and he like takes him out and he throws him onto the street.
Yeah. Oh, sidewalk or street?
Yeah.
Street or sidewalk?
Sidewalk.
I would have thrown that motherfucker in the street.
Yeah. Like he even like banged his head against the wall before he threw him out of the
my God.
That's hard. I like that. Yeah.
So then the dude is like, I'm calling the fucking cops. You just assaulted me. So he calls the cops. And the cops that show up are regulars at the store.
Yeah.
So they're like, what happened? And the owner goes, oh, he spit on me. And then they're like, you spit on him? And they fucking arrest the homeless dude.
Honestly, spitting on somebody, especially now during COVID, like you fucking get.
No, this was years ago.
No, but like if you do that shit now, yeah, dude, cops are wild. I think I remember one time, I'll put like one time my sister was coming home from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And this car, like maybe she cut off a car or something.
Oh, you told
like
me
that.
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so this car just started like following my sister, like speeding and shit like that. And she didn't want the person to find out where we lived, so she was just driving around Eagle Rock like erratically. And then eventually she just pulled right into our driveway really fast and then came in the house. She's like, somebody's following me. And like, she's freaking out. And my dad hops in the whip and he like finds the person that's following her. And my mom also hops in a whip with me. And they fucking have this person like basically pinned down at the edge of my street. Stop sign.
Yeah.
And this guy is just fucking freaking out. Because my dad is following him with some,
Yeah. It's like a team.
Yeah, and stuff, I won't say. And then my dad pulls up and he's looking inside this guy's car, and this guy's like a little bitch, and he sees that this guy has his fucking 2 kids in the car.
Wow.
Right? And my dad chases this car through the Target parking lot, right? And this guy literally
This is a GTA mission.
Dude, this guy,
for sure.
This guy
This is a Grand Theft Auto mission.
I
Right
hope my
here,
sister
dude.
doesn't get mad at me telling this, but I'm leaving out some shit. But this guy literally like leaves his car with his kids and runs into Target.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. That
Wait,
shit's
so those,
now you have
those
2 new
kids
brothers
at your house?
No,
Did you
no.
tell me?
He leaves them in there and he runs into Target, and then eventually the cops are called because there's like a fucking chase like in front of Eagle Rock. And then we basically have to let me see what's happening with the audio. We basically have to explain to the cops like, this guy was chasing my sister and blah blah blah, and the cops like, but you chased this guy, and they're trying to like flip it around to my dad, and then we just had to like back off completely. And, and now the guy who was chasing her doesn't drive around that area anymore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He knows not to. He knows better.
He knows not to. But let's take a quick commercial break because the audio's a little weird, and then we'll be right back. We're back.
We're back, and we're excited to be here.
We're here. The mics sound good. Everything sounds good. Vince,
We good.
Yes.
you're a crazy guy.
Why? What happened?
You
What did
told
I
me
say?
some shit over the break, and I want you to tell the people.
So I was watching television, and I thought it'd be fun to like, go to like the popular shows and just like do this fun thing where like, how cool would it be to flip the hosts of certain shows, right?
Yeah.
I really love Steve Harvey. I think he's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hell nah.
I think he's a really charismatic host. Yeah. Oh, hell no. I think we talked about this, but I would
do it in the
love to
Steve
have.
Harvey voice though. Oh hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Wait! Imagine you're driving to the street, and instead of having a horn, it's Steve Harvey, and somebody cuts you off, and you're just like, oh hell no!
I think we said this before, but I would have loved to have had Steve Harvey be Mater instead of Larry the Cable Guy in Cars. That would have been so.
They should just do the all black reboot.
Yeah, I
of
know.
Cars.
Let's talk to the
exactly.
black cars, dude.
Whips.
Yeah. I was thinking that instead of like having Steve Harvey host Family Feud, to switch him with To Catch a Predator and have Steve Harvey host To Catch a Predator and Chris Hansen hosting Family Feud.
That'd be spooky. That'd be pretty wild. Why would it be?
Well, because like Steve Harvey would be there right after they've like tricked the guy to come in, and Steve Harvey's like, "What you doing, man? You came all the way over here for what? Yeah."
He's like, he has regrets to have a heart attack. He's like, Lord have mercy.
Did you tell this child that you wanted to eat pizza with him?
We got the emails right here.
He pulls up. He's like, show me the emails. That's just crazy. You could do that with a lot of people, dude. Imagine
man, what are them wine coolers for, man? The Predators always have wine coolers for some reason.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, man.
Except I guess they'd have to revamp it. Like, what are the cacti for, man?
That's crazy. Cacti are vintage now, dude.
Yeah, well, they're discontinued, right?
Discontinued. But all right, look, imagine you swap hosts. It's like Chris Hansen. You swap him out with the host of Jeopardy. So like somebody comes to meet like a kid, and instead they just see a dead guy.
They just see a dead guy. They're like, "Whoa, hey."
Dude, I've seen some fucked up To Catch a Predator episodes. Like
You've been on a few.
Yeah. I've been sure to get those tapes.
There have been some folks that get caught twice on that show.
Yeah, exactly. Except the one episode I saw where the guy got caught twice, it was like a mentally challenged guy.
Yeah.
Who got
That's
caught
tough.
twice. Yeah. Like the first time he tried meeting up at a McDonald's, so they just were outside of McDonald's being like, "You're a pedo, dude."
They had to get him in the place. They had to go in there and
now
bring
it's
him
like
up.
really popular. Like they straight up like YouTube and and Instagram pages. But that honestly for me, that's really stupid because it's those guys just seem like they want it for the clout more than anything. I guess it's always been for the clout. You know, Chris Hansen did it for the clout or whatever.
Yeah, Chris Hansen hating them motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like I guess like vigilantes doing that. Like there's a lot of people that do
Just like the Batman.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to be a vigilante at a gay club.
You thought you were going to meet a little girl.
Bro, I want to be a vigilante at a gay club and just fucking find the motherfuckers that steal phones. Beat the shit out of them.
That's happened to you, right?
It did, yeah. But unless they're gay. If they're gay, then I can't, or else it's a hate crime. What was I going to say?
They're allowed to commit crimes. That's right.
I want to do this thing.
It's like that scene in Point Break where he has the gun pointed and then he just starts shooting into the air. But it's like, oh, the dude's gay. And then you just have to shoot into the air.
So angry, bro. But I had this idea, right? It's like To Catch a Predator, except it's called To Catch a Simp. And you just fucking find the messages that people send online. Yeah. And it's this girl, and she's like, can you just pick me up from the airport? And it's just like at midnight, and then it's somebody drives there and you're waiting, and it's just me standing there, and I'm like, so you just drove her. You're willing to pick her up from the airport for a hug?
Where did you think this was going to go?
What? We have these messages right here where you respond beautiful to her Instagram story.
You send 7 texts in a row and you get a response. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. It looks like it's a picture of just her ass. And you just wrote, "You're so gorgeous."
You have liked every single picture, yet she has not liked a single one of your pictures. Again, look, buddy, I'm here to help you. What's wrong?
It's just me and like a fucking
take a seat.
Yeah, take a seat. And then he's like, "Can I leave?" You're like, no. Okay.
We have police waiting outside.
That's so funny.
You're being charged for simping,
bro. You should be able to go to jail for simping.
It should be a federal offense. Yeah,
federal offense.
For sure.
Yeah, dude. And even Trump shouldn't be able to overturn that shit.
Yeah, you can't even get pardoned for it. Yeah, it's unpardonable.
They should send people like who simp too hard on Instagram to Guantanamo Bay because there's no service over there. You know?
Yeah, you can't see any updates or posts. Anything
they have
like
to carve their own ass into the walls. They have to carve pictures of ass.
They have to do it by memory.
They're still trying to double tap that shit in concrete. Bro, it's so sad when you see somebody just simping hard, though. You know.
I get what like the whole idea of simping is, but like you can also just support someone too. You know.
All right, there's a difference between being.
But I get that there's like a line or a thin line about it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you see
the saddest thing is when a girl simps.
Where have you seen that?
Not really. But
yeah, you don't see
I've seen some girls just be like, they really want to get at one guy and they like just kind of simp over him.
I think that's good. I think we need that.
Well,
I think Patrice has said it. Like when a girl is more in love with a guy, that's healthy. But when a guy is too in love with a girl, that's when like murders happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
that'd be cool to have a girl obsess over you.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, the way you smiled was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Vince, it doesn't happen to all of us. I'm fucking sorry, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We don't all have girls being
Vince
like.
For sure, Vince has girls willing to lie on his name and shit like that, dude.
Crazy, guys.
Do you think Joanna would like lie for you?
Yeah,
like to the cops
for sure. I would do the same for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, Joanna's gonna rat you out, dog.
I'm
kidding. I don't know.
You feel like you've had someone that's been able to do that for you too?
Well, I mean, if your ride or died, the bitch would be dead. You know what I mean? It's my villain arc. Now I think in the past for that she's lied for me for a bit.
Oh hell yeah!
But, you know
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Shit, how about you, Lewis?
I lie to girls, dude.
Yeah.
I lie to the cops.
You lie to the girls and your parents. And Vince just lies to his friends. Have you ever lied to your girlfriend?
No, I mean, not like a big lie or anything, but I'll be like, oh, this is my favorite lie to do, where it's like,
I guess you're right. Withholding shit isn't lying, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Tell me if you've like been guilty of this before, but like sometimes like I'll be driving home. And maybe I'll stop to eat somewhere, and I just won't tell her that I ate.
I thought you were gonna say, and you pick up a woman of the night.
Yeah. And then I bring her to eat with me, and but yeah, that's like one of the things that's one that I'll admit I kind of do pretty often.
It's because it's like, dude, you really want to wait for your ass so I could eat? Yeah, that shit's so fucking annoying, dude.
Look, this might sound problematic or whatever, but like if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat now, and if you're hungry later, that's on you.
And plus, I could eat again, but dick, like then they take a long time to like pick out what they want to eat. And it's like, bro, I'm just gonna eat. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna watch Encanto without you. I'm gonna eat without you.
I hate when there's fucking 4 things on the menu and it takes 5 minutes to pick. There's 4 things.
Bitch, there's only 4 things that shouldn't take 5 minutes, dude.
Like, even if you take McDonald's before, you know what they have.
Bro, why do people act like there's a different menu every fucking time, dude? Oh my God. There's shit the same thing. It's a double, a single, what, you know what I mean? Animal style fries. It's a secret, you know?
Just pick how many meat patties you want on the burger.
Bitch, you ain't even paying for it. Just
I can't relate to any of this because I always just eat with my guy friends.
Yeah,
they all know what they want to eat.
I can't stand a motherfucker that doesn't know what they want to eat. You know what I mean? Because then they don't know what they want out of life.
If you don't know what you want to eat, maybe you're not even hungry.
Yeah,
maybe you're just bored.
You can't be with somebody that doesn't have any hunger for life.
That's true, dude.
Yeah, that's like the kind of lie that I've done for like to my girlfriend. You know, frequently. Yeah. Do you have anything that you?
Do you think she'd get mad if she
found that out?
Oh yeah, for sure. She'd be like, "Oh, so that's and I'd be like, "Yeah, look." But
does she watch the podcast?
Sometimes.
That's unsupportive, honestly. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna text her. I'm like, "Hey, dude, like."
She even like the podcast, dude.
Yeah, she likes like. Yeah, she likes the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the podcast.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I hope you guys like the podcast.
That'd be so funny if she hates the podcast. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, but then more reason for me to do it. I'm gonna do something that someone hates for sure.
Your girlfriend? You do something your girlfriend hates?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to make content like this.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah,
Lewis, what if you had a girlfriend that hated our pod and she hated us?
I thought about that.
Do you think you could be with someone that hates us? Like honestly, I don't care personally.
That'd be really tough.
Yeah, really.
That'd be really tough.
Yeah.
You're like, Lewis, it's either me or them, and you're like, Selena Gomez, relax.
Alana Haim, the chick from
Alana Haim.
Is that from? She's from Delicious Pizza or Delicious? What's better, Licorice Pizza or Delicious Pizza?
Dude, Delicious Pizza's ass, straight up, dude.
That's just pizza.
Yeah, it's like I've only liked it when I'm hungry. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have to be starving for me to like that pizza.
Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, I want to eat here. It's more like, well, I'm here.
Yeah. I always have a headache when I'm about to eat that pizza. I'm like, well, I guess I better eat. That's literally every time.
Yeah.
And then I pinch my nose before I eat it. Right?
Yeah. I do that when I eat ass. Imagine like I have like
that's how you do it.
A little clothespin.
The clothespin.
Look, I just want by the end of the year, Vince.
Is that green aroma thing coming out like in cartoons?
Yeah. I think by the end of this year, you know, you've been doing stand-up for how long?
I'll be 10 years this year.
By the end of this year, you should eat ass, I think.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that.
Yeah,
you should
I really
eat
think you should, because it's just the reasons that you're not doing it, they're just like, they don't make sense. It's like the reason somebody is against the vaccine is why you won't eat ass. Like, I'm like, Vince, eat ass. You're like, I'm going to do my own research.
Vince did his own research.
I'm going to make my own vaccine.
I'm going to make my own ass.
I'm going to make my own ass,
If you were asked, if Joanna asked you.
If she asked me, yeah, I'd do it.
Okay, this is something that kind of got. I heard someone bring this up last night, but are you guys into ass play? Like girls messing with your ass?
No,
I wouldn't mind it.
Not really. No,
it's such polar opposites. Yeah.
Because one time I was making out with a chick, and then she tried to grab my ass. I was like, the fuck are you doing? And I was like, you have so much more ass than me. Like, this is the wrong way it's supposed to be going.
Is ass play like if a girl grabs my ass, I'm like, bro, I work out, you know, everything feels all right. But like, not sticking shit in there, dude.
Yeah, nah, okay.
You know what I mean? I got some fucking cakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They call me Johnny Cakes.
Yeah.
Johnny Cakes.
I should have told girls, I'm like, your ass is making up most of this relationship right now. Like, you're taking up 90% of the ass in this relationship.
Yeah, give me some of that.
Give me some of that ass, dude. You know,
but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Really?
I feel like in my relationship, we've been trying to like explore stuff like that. So
you've been with Joanna for how long? 6 years?
Like, we'll be 6 years.
So you go to do you go to the romantics all the time?
Dude,
have you ever ran into somebody you know at romantics?
Dude, I see your parents there all the time.
So stupid.
Vince, I kind of feel bad mentioning this, but my family vividly remembers seeing your grandpa walk out of
my grandpa. That's so funny.
The one who passed away.
Oh, for real? That's so funny.
That
dude would still like try to have sex like late in his life. He died in his like 97. He died at 97, dude.
Why
would you still have Viagra pills?
Wouldn't your dad and uncles take him to Mexico?
Wait, hold on. My dad would take my dad and my uncles would take my grandpa to Tijuana.
Oh, really? For Chinese food, huh?
To get medicine.
You got the best Chinese.
It's the best kind of medicine.
He always came back feeling so much better.
Bro, they got the best Chinese food at fucking TJ.
He came back feeling so much better and with so less money.
That's awesome.
Taller somehow. Yeah.
Wait, does he still have Viagra pills?
He might.
Bro, find them and we could all take them at once and see what's popping.
That's crazy.
Yeah, record the pod,
dude. With the gray sweatpants.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so dope, dude.
That's funny.
Would you be down?
Yeah, we could try
I told you when I took
we should do a live one when we have it like
when I took the rhino pill, dude, I felt like a fucking puma, bro. I felt like a
the wrong animal.
You know, I felt like fucking jaguar paw. I felt like the spirit.
Jaguar paw.
I've thought about that pill, but honestly, you said it fucked you up the next couple of days, right?
No, I mean, I had a little headache, but dude, honestly, I think it's totally worth it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, at first, it took a while to kick in. I was watching Ozark for a little bit, and I'm like, man.
What were you watching Ozark
before you took it?
And then that shit hit me, and I was like, whew. I was like I felt like Hancock when he gets his powers back. I just flew up into the sky and shit, man.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was an animal.
And he lasted 5 minutes, right?
No, I felt like Vince for the first time. You know what it felt like? I feel like when Wolverine gets out of the fucking water and he's like,
just screaming.
Yeah, just screaming, dude.
That's so funny.
And my dick felt like Wolverine, like it just grew. And then somebody asked me, like, does it hurt when they come out? And I'm like, every time. You know what I mean?
That's sick. I want to feel that way.
It fucking kind of rules, actually.
Damn.
I'll try it today.
It looks like a big ass pill, though.
It looks like it's actually not, though. It's not. It's just fucking everything's bigger. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, it's a wild time though. I think Vince would really enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
Vince doesn't need it.
You know.
It needs me.
Yeah, you'd be like, I have so much dick, I gotta give this dick out. You know?
It's like when Carnage and Venom mix together. It's like we're gonna create something too powerful if Vince takes a rhino pill.
Oh yeah, dude. You want a rhino pill? You might literally turn into the Rhino.
The Rhino, dude.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Paul Giamatti over
Yeah.
Ugly ass Paul Giamatti.
That shit was crazy.
That was crazy, bro.
He's a big fat liar.
He is, man.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I go to Universal Studios and that water comes out, and I'm just like, whoa. You know what I'm talking about?
What water?
Water from the back.
Oh yeah, from the back lot.
Big fat liar. I'm like, damn. Imagine like falling in that.
What kids movies did you guys like growing up? Like the Disney Channel original movies. Which one were your guys' favorites?
Wait, does that have to be a Disney Channel or just like a movie I watched a lot?
Let's say Disney Channel. Because they had a lot of movies that you straight up forget about until you see like a clip of it years later.
I guess it's not an original movie, but like Holes was a Disney movie that I'd watch all the time.
Holes was sick,
and
yeah.
I played the whole
Was
song.
Holes in theaters?
Yeah. I played the whole song at a wedding, and that shit was popping off, bro. Got requested.
The whole song?
Digging up them holes.
That's funny.
I always thought there was an expletive there because it was a rap song and I was too young to realize it.
Yeah.
So I thought there was just an N-word after that line.
It honestly should be in there. It could be pretty
dig
good.
up them holes and then...
Yeah. Well, you can write the song and put it out.
You know, Shia LaBeouf fucking had bars in that shit.
Yeah.
2 shoes, 2 tokens in hand. I'm like, bro, he's got bars, man.
2 shoes, 2 tokens.
Wait, what's his name again in Holes?
I got no respect because I'm the new
Stanley
man.
Yelnats.
Stanley Yelnats. They call him Caveman.
Oh, that's right. Whose shoes was it that they stole? Were they supposed to be Jordans?
Something like no, I don't think they're Jordan. It was like some other guys. Sploosh is some shit.
That's like a drink.
Sploosh is the peaches.
Sploosh is, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and then they got those crazy ass lizards.
Those are bearded dragons. I have one of those.
Oh, you do, man. That's crazy.
Because of Holes.
Do you have because of Holes?
No, I just liked it.
Really?
And I got it when I was 16, and it's fucking still alive.
Damn,
That's pretty good.
I need to find me a Madame Zeroni, bro. You know, so I could lift the bitch all the way up to the mountain and get some respect.
I liked the.
When a chick says she's never came from eating pussy, I'm like, I can fix that.
That guy reminds me of Dylan, dude. Louis, you love going down.
I do. It's pretty sick.
You just like fucking. Do you like put your hands up when you're like? Down?
Wait,
what? You like this?
No, look, ma, no hands.
Dude, that's a vibe, dude.
No, you're eating pussy and you're doing it so well and so fast. You're like, bring me another one. Just keep them coming. It's like in I Love Lucy when they're like making the chocolate and they're wrapping it up, and there's just too much pussy coming in.
A conveyor belt of pussy at the pussy factory that I work at.
That's how season's gonna be for you, dude. When you go there, it's gonna be a big old pussy factory.
Ben Avery has a funny joke where he's like, they say you never work a day in your life if you like the job that you work. That's a good thing I work at the pussy factory.
That's pretty wild.
That'd be a crazy job.
That would be wild.
Would you guys fuck like one of those porn star
Oh, I know
the plastic ones that they make porn stars? Like
would I do it?
Vince absolutely would do it. Yeah, Vince would for sure.
Yeah, I probably do. I mean,
I wonder how different it feels than a real one.
I don't know.
Or how close it feels.
As soon as I fuck a real one, I'm gonna find out. You know, as soon as I touch a real pussy. You know what I mean?
That'd be the funniest thing if you were a virgin.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, you've just been acting like you weren't a virgin.
Yeah, dude.
Like they feel like sandbags.
Dude, I remember when Vince told me he lost his virginity. We were at the Comedy Store, and I was like, "Damn, dude, that's crazy."
Wait, Vince lost when he was 16.
Yeah, we were at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Oh, you were at the Comedy Store when you were 16.
We weren't supposed to be in there. It was me.
Vince called me that time.
You called?
Or you texted me.
I think so. Yeah. And I fell asleep on the bus, dude.
Yeah.
That's some good. That's good dick to do that.
That's true. Yeah.
It's so funny. Did your ass hurt on the bus?
Some guy really put in work.
Yeah, dude. Man.
Bro, Marvin really fucked that ass up.
He tore it up, man.
Yeah, he's rapping and shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen Marvin in a while.
It was Max.
That's a homie.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think Max Eels commented, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we're waiting.
He's like,
collab?
stop talking about it. Stop talking about me.
Dude, he's like, Garage Flowers is the fucking the detox, bro. Like we
need the album.
We need that shit. He's coming out to perform with Dr. Dre at SoFi Stadium. That'd be fucking
the
sick.
halftime show, baby.
Dude, are you guys excited for that?
Not really.
Oh.
I'm
Teams
not
I
gonna
don't
watch
like
it.
go to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna watch
No, I'm
it.
talking about just the halftime. It's the first hip hop performance. You don't like Dr. Dre?
No, I'm not a big Dre guy.
That's
I forgot about that guy.
Kendrick,
Kendrick's cool.
Snoop Dogg.
He's not gonna play any of the songs I actually like from his.
You don't think so?
Maybe Drop It Like It's Hot.
I don't know. I
He
think
needs to play Sensual Seduction at the Super Bowl.
If Snoop Dogg doesn't play Ain't No Fun, I'm not gonna like that performance at all.
it's pretty
Dude.
funny how I hear that at weddings. I hear it. I play it. Sometimes I play that.
If someone else is playing the music at a wedding.
This is an Obi-Wan meme
Sorry.
where it's like, do you know who played Ain't No Fun at the wedding? And Daniel's like, of course I do, because it was me.
Bro, it was like I was at this. It was a Mexican wedding, right? It was a younger bride and groom, and the dad comes up to me drunk.
They were like 16 and 17.
Basically, no. The dad was drunk as shit. He's like,
Mexicans love getting married at 18 years old.
yeah,
It's
because
crazy
they
enough.
already have a full ass family, like 5 kids at like age 15, so you might as well. But this dad, he's drunk as hell. He walks up to me. He's like, "Can you play Ain't No Fun?" I'm like, "This is your daughter's wedding." He's like, "Fuck it." They didn't say "fuck it," but I was like,
That's so
"Yeah,
funny.
for sure, I'll play." And I play it, and he's just getting out there on the dance floor. I'm like, "Well, say less, bro." Like,
Didn't your uncles used to bump that song, Vince?
Yeah, that's how I found out about it. Is because of my uncles. They would play it a lot and they'd sing along to
yeah,
it.
and I like when you swap out your names. Like if Vince Caldera ever gave a fuck about a bitch, he'd always be broke. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. Yeah,
That's-
I like that. I like when they ad lib that.
that's hard, dude. Can I ask you guys a personal question?
What is it?
Okay.
Do you guys like single Daniel more or relationship Daniel more?
Relationship Daniel.
I haven't been able to see a lot of single Daniel, so
Dude,
I'm
that
gonna
is
go
true.
relationship Daniel.
Because fucking Vince keeps on trying to bring the emotions out of me. He's like, "How are you feeling emotion?" I'm like, "Vince, I just want to like watch your show."
You were in a long relationship for a while. I'm just like trying to see if you're doing okay.
But if you look in
know?
the past, if you look, your mind is like a movie projection, dude. And the movie that you watch is the shit that you're gonna see. You know what I mean? We're out here.
Yeah,
You can't live in the past. You can't even live in the future. You know, you can live right now, the present.
but you learn from your past, and that shapes your future.
But if you focus too much in the past, you turn into the dogmatic Jedi. You won't be able to see the fucking Sith rising up in front of you. You know what I mean?
No, I totally get that.
So
Yeah.
we're living in the present, dude.
Now that you put into the context of Star Wars, I
Mhm.
totally know what you're talking about.
It makes so much sense. Rule of
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The rule of two.
That's what it is,
It
right?
is,
The
dude.
rule of two.
That's Vince's like I can only have 2 girlfriends at once. That's so he has
And
one.
they can never meet.
He
yeah.
has one girlfriend and then one lurking in the shadows.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, can you believe there's people who have 2 families?
That's
Like
insane.
that's so much work.
I'm gonna ask your dad.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought that's what you were getting at first.
I meant 2 families at the exact same time.
Oh,
Like truckers.
oh, I was gonna be like, I was thinking your dad too. Like,
No.
okay,
Truckers do that?
Yeah, because they like go all over the country. That sometimes they have like 2 families.
that's crazy,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
I mean, I can fucking barely have him. Like, I'm a loyal king. It's just 'cause it seems like too much work to cheat on a girl. I can fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Now that I'm single, I'm like, oh, this is what Vince
Wait,
is.
I like that your reasoning for not cheating is seems like too much work.
It's too much work, bro.
You just
Like,
gotta want it more, and it seems like you didn't want it.
Vince is
so.
like those motivational videos. He's like, you gotta want it more than you want to breathe.
Yeah, that Shia LaBeouf video. Just
Yeah.
do it, and that's what I.
That's how much pussy you know what I mean?
yeah.
Vince, I feel like you were gonna bring us something about truckers.
Oh no, I was gonna actually bring something up where like because you had mentioned having 2 separate families, and
Uh-huh.
there's probably like a event that one person will say like, oh, I have to go do this. I'm like, what if my parents had another family and they just said that they were going to jail and they were just raising their other family in that way?
That shit's crazy.
That'd
I,
be
mean,
crazy.
I asked my dad about jail, and I was like, "How'd you like it?" He's like, "Time away from your mom." Shit was great. He's like, "Let me go back."
My parents, whenever like someone wouldn't behave in my family, like between like my brother Frankie, Venice, Davian, she gets so frustrated and she'd be like, "What? Do you want me to go back to jail? I'll go back to jail right now. It's like vacation for me."
That's
She
such a
would threaten it like that.
that's such a fun excuse, dude. I like when a parent says that, like, I ain't scared to go back to jail. I'm like, well, this guy's never gonna get the vaccine.
My dad's never been to jail, but I never realized this never really hit me. But
Your dad, wait, you're like, my dad's never been to jail because he's not a bitch.
yeah, my dad never got caught like an idiot.
yeah. On the lam.
Yeah.
But my dad straight up fled his country because it was in the middle of a civil war. So like he straight up saw his country like be peaceful and then go into like full on war.
That's
and
really
he just
cool,
had to like
though.
escape.
I've heard the stories from El Salvador and they fucking sound insane. Like I remember like there was it was like
my dad just casually brings up being like, yeah, there were piles of bodies and you just kept driving.
Yeah, my mom's or my parents' friends, they would say that the lady would try to walk to school and then she would have to like put dirt and shit on her body so she wouldn't get raped. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. And like they would have to just hide by the body. So they'd literally just not get raped by soldiers.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, man, El Salvadorans are fucking out of pocket,
Dude,
bro.
it sounds like a lawless land. Like my dad, because he just has scars on his body. And I remember one time he like told me one of the scar stories where he was literally a kid working like a kid working like working like on a construction site. And there was just this old dude who just wanted to kill him. So like this old dude straight up pulled up with a machete, and my dad's like, so I had to fight him back with another machete, like straight up Star Wars Episode 1, duel in the face shit. So he had to
that
like,
was on Mustafar and shit, but in El Salvador.
Hey, but my dad, he had the high ground though, dude.
The music is just like, oh.
Yeah, and there was force field stopping my dad between the fight and everything.
Troy Decca's coming and stuff.
Bro, your dad really chopped the guy in fucking half.
Now this is pod racing.
Like it's no wonder that parents are just like, man, you can't talk about depression to your parents. Your dad literally fought somebody with a machete to survive, so we could complain about Glendale. Man, I fucking hate Glendale traffic. He's like, I fucking fought somebody.
I wish I had traffic.
I'm complaining about red lights. This dude fucking saw red. Like, what the fuck?
This fool had a green light in his life, bro. Like, that's nuts, though, dude. Damn, your dad sounds like a wild ass guy.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Yeah. I can see why he kicked my ass.
You know what's so crazy? Like, in many ways, you are stronger than a man with a machete because your dad could not best you. He's like, he fought Lewis, but he could never defeat him. He's like, somehow this motherfucker keeps coming back.
Yeah, by the transit of prosperity, I'm somehow stronger than a guy with a machete.
That's very true, yeah. Just to try it.
Lewis, you're a powerful man.
Yeah. I have to awaken that power, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like my father was a swordsman.
I'm a Salvi, like my father before me. That shit's so crazy.
Imagine Salvadorians just had force powers too and shit.
Bro, your dad wants to fight you, and you're like, I won't fight you, Dad. You throw down your machete. And he's like, well, then you will die.
Yeah, I find my dad, and then I found out he has robot hands too and shit.
Bro, how old was he when he fought this guy?
Dude, I legit.
You said a child, no?
Yeah, it might have been like 13 years old.
How do you even bring up the story? He just told you once?
Well, he gets drunk and just brings it up. Yeah.
Sometimes parents just bring up trauma from like the worst places, and you're like, oh, all right, yes.
Yeah.
I remember when I was driving to the airport to drop off. Well, my dad was gonna drop me off. I had him come along with me. And he's like, yeah, your grandpa, he actually killed someone in a drinking and driving accident. And I was like, what? What do you mean? It just like completely changed my perception of what my grandpa was like.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, yeah, that's crazy. And I'm like, what? Yeah, that's crazy and awful.
The shit that people get away with back then is just fucking insane, dude.
I had an uncle who, like, my aunt is still alive, but... And it's like a grand aunt thing where it's like I call her my aunt, but she's like technically like my granddad. She's the sister of my
she's the
grandma.
best aunt,
yeah. And she's like a saint. Like everyone in my family knows, like, oh, she goes to church every week. Like she's one of the nicest ladies I ever met. And then I always knew that like my uncle, he was rest in peace. He was a cool guy, but he was always sort of like a hard ass. Like as a kid, like you always knew to avoid him. And then like when he died, I found out that apparently he had never gone back to Mexico because when like he was 20, he had to like fight someone to the death, and like he was charged with murder, so he could never go back to Mexico. And I'm just like, wow, your wife is like the nicest person, and you were literally a murderer. Like,
my dad's a murderer.
Yeah.
That's also crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
but we're still like, these people are cool. Like we respect the shit out of these people.
Exactly. Yeah. Like whenever there's like a barbecue and I see him with the knife, I'm like, hey man, what you gonna do with that thing?
Bro, that's why cancel culture is so crazy. It's like, bro, you know people that have literally killed somebody. You're like, and I'm gonna have lunch with them. I'm not gonna end someone's career because they just said gay.
I call this person dad. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
That's crazy. They try canceling the state of California. They try to cancel your dad.
Yeah,
I want to know.
It'd
be so cool to know more about did you guys ever like the show How I Met Your Mother?
I never saw it.
I watched it when I was younger, but I never I could never rewatch it.
But you're like familiar with the concept though, like somebody's explaining their
story. They made a How I Met Your Father.
Yeah, so right now they're making a show called How I Met Your Father, which honestly seems really different from How I Met Your Mother, because if like my mom was telling me how she met my father, I'd be like, damn, mom, you're really in the streets, huh? How many motherfuckers were you fucking in the 80s? Like
you really let anyone in there, huh?
Damn, bro. Like it's like I would just look so low with my mom.
I guess that's like the two different perspectives, right? Like there's
I don't want to hear about somebody fucking my mom.
But there's also like the whole
unless
thing
it's
of like
my dad.
Yeah, unless you want to hear your dad talk about how you fucked your mom.
I don't even want to think about that.
I wouldn't want that either.
Well, I mean, that's how I got here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tell me my origin story, dude.
I mean, I remember when your parents told you your orange story. They're like, we're driving past the Golden.
We've all heard Vince's origin
That
story.
shit's so funny. They're driving past the Golden Key Hotel. They're like, we made you over there, not in the hotel on those steps.
He told me that it was in my grandma's bed, and that's
what I like is like your dad treats how he made you like how the Joker treats how he got his scars. He just changes the story
all the time
because he's fucking.
Do you want to know how I fucked Vince's mom? Let me put a smile on your face.
You're really hard to raise.
Yeah, you got to visit the glass cell stairs.
That sadistic man.
Yeah,
How I fucked Vince's mom.
There are like a lot of different stories and stuff like that. You know.
He laughed very hard. How I fucked Vince's mom.
The title is like
it's literally like somebody shining like the Bronco signal into Glassell Park, and your dad pulls up and he's like, "I gotta fuck Vince's mom."
Does your family still have that Bronco?
Yeah, we saw the Bronco.
Dude, just getting into that car was always fucking crazy. And then just when they were driving around in it, like, so Vince's family had a Bronco, which is the same car OJ got caught in, but it was like there just was a
black Bronco.
Yeah. So OJ had the white Bronco and you had the black Bronco.
It's like yin and yang, dude.
Yeah.
They both got free, so it's cool. We're talking about like all those like memories that you uncover and stuff like that. Sometimes when I think about like all those cars in my front yard, I remember like my dad has taken in like a lot of wayward people and like friends that he's had. So like there's like been a lot of folks that have been like I guess like homeless or something, and he's let them live in his front yard, but in the cars and stuff like that.
And your dad takes somebody that makes
like that cocksucker Eddie did.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie. Yeah, he lived with us for like a while. Then we had Big Pete and Big Pete.
Have you ever told the cocksucker story here?
Huh?
Have you ever told the cock story on this pod?
No. Well, I think I have. The first bad word I heard was from my dad. He was driving and in front of one of our local supermarkets. One of his friends was standing there, and he waved at my dad. And my dad just yelled out, "Eddie, you cocksucker!" And that was the first bad word I ever heard in my life. And I'm like, wow, that's a compound word.
That's hard. Did you guys ever cuss a lot as a kid?
Not really.
I did, but it was just like I got punished for it for sure.
I would cut I would be hanging out with my dad, and he would just find it so funny when I would cuss because like I would flip off my mom and then run into the car and then lock it and then just flip her off from the inside. And then my dad would just laugh, and then sometimes like somebody would cut off my dad and then I would cuss.
Yeah.
And apparently a story like somebody pulled over once and then I was cussing out this guy and like up from the the car seat.
That's funny.
And I was like, you fucking bitch.
I had young parents, so my mom had me at 16 and stuff, and they thought it was so funny to like teach children bad words. And so my brother Frankie, his first words I believe were "fuck you." And they did that because while my grandparents were away at Mexico, they wanted that to be his first words when he arrived. So when he gets home, he'll tell our grandparents, "Fuck you."
That's really funny, dude.
And also, I think the next word was "mom" or something.
He just says, "Fuck you, mom."
Fuck you, mom. Mom, fuck you. No matter. Fuck mom, you.
The night he finally put a sentence together, it's like how I fucked Vince's mom. Bro, it's the funniest shit in the world.
Have your parents ever told you how they met? That story?
Oh,
or just both of you?
Yeah.
From what I understand is that, and it might be different, but like so we hear a lot of different stories. But my mom was pen pals to my dad in prison, and then they met up after he got released.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Damn, your dad was just like you. Your dad is a very good writer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's one of the bits in the album, actually.
Yeah. He's got a way with words.
So who found out about who and who started writing who?
I don't know.
I guess
really
they were
don't know
both
that
in the
part.
same neighborhood, so that's how they might have known each other.
They like grew up on the same street, honestly. Well, like a street apart, but yeah, that whole block.
And the girl next door.
The girl next door, dude.
That always makes it better.
The girl next door is
That's
not the girl next door anymore.
You ever seen the movie When Harry Met Sally?
Yeah.
You know how they have like they're interviewing older people, how they met each other, and they're just like, we lived on the same block.
Yeah.
And then,
It's pretty crazy. People didn't go far.
yeah, bro. People like it's like the fact that they like leave and go to the beach. They're like, wow.
Yeah,
back then.
I mean, some people put their matchmaking distance 100 miles. Just take a walk. Take a walk, man.
My parents actually met. They were both working like at two companies right next to each other in Burbank.
Yeah,
which just goes to show you about finding love in a hopeless place. You know,
City of Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. Well, what kind of companies? What were they doing?
I think my dad was like at a plastics company. My mom was like at a
The
jewelry
pussy
company.
factory.
A pussy factory. Yeah.
I worked at the pussy factory.
And he was just about to get promoted until he saw
he was
your
a
mom.
forklift driver at the pussy
Yeah,
factory. Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's not enough pussy here today.
That shit's great. My
We're behind on the pussy shape.
my dad was a mechanic, and my mom worked for like some company called Caterpillar. It was like a fucking, I don't know, some type
That's
of
a
mechanic.
tool thing.
shit or something like that. And I think my mom said that my dad just went up to her and something like that and just asked her out. But what my dad said is that my dad was standing there, and then my mom had like some big old titties, and she like leaned across the table to get something, and he's like, well, I could have not looked at the titties.
Your
you
dad
know?
said that about your mom?
He's just like, yeah, he's like, they were just up, they were huge. And then he took her out on a date. And then my mom was like, yeah, he tried to make me sleep with him on the first date because he bought me a steak. And I'm like, well, how good was the steak?
Yeah.
And my dad was like, it was really good steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think the next day he took her to watch Eddie Murphy Raw at like a drive-in, and my mom wanted to leave because she said it was too like dirty. And I'm like, damn, mom, that's like my favorite comedy special, dude.
Yeah.
Your parents are like opposites.
They
I feel
are,
like.
yeah, they are opposites. Opposites, they say. I mean, look.
I like how your dad told you that entire story, but he still somehow managed to slip in, still staring at them titties though.
Basically, yeah, that's what he said. He said she was leaning across the table and was wearing like a white shirt, and they were just fucking doing
That's
their
crazy.
thing, dude. You know?
Well, your mom's done that to both of us, so I know where your dad's going from.
She wilding out, dude. But that's how they met,
Hey, right, Vince?
Hey.
and that's love, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That is love.
I'm like,
yeah.
I appreciate the real stories. Like I was looking at titties, and I'm like, man, we're not so different. I
Dude,
stay
that's a big decision to like see a pair of titties and be like, these are the only titties I want to see for the rest of my life.
And
Yeah.
my dad is such a fucking finesser, dude. He had 2 kids and convinced my mom to fucking marry him.
Wow.
Well, my dad sort of did the same.
Yeah.
He had 4 kids before my mom. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, really?
Or,
Yeah.
oh, maybe 5 or 6.
Apparently, Ronnie and Hector were at the wedding, and they were saying, "Don't do it. Don't marry him. Dad. Don't marry her." Dad.
Wow.
Yeah, they're such villain. They're literally just Aussie, but has 2
Damn,
kids.
you would have never been here.
I know. Can you
That's
imagine?
crazy.
Good thing no one ever listens to Ronnie, dude.
I know. No, she's finally home today. We missed her, dude. She's been out.
Where was she?
Nah, she's been staying with my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shit's just we need somebody to take care of goofy ass pretzel. You know?
Oh, pretzel.
Yeah, dude. This is a pretty good episode. You guys want to call it right here?
They're gonna call it here.
Yeah, we brought up some good trauma
That
at
was
the very
hot,
end
dude.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been Danny Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lemus.
See you guys next time.
Remember to keep it Big Vinny style.
Big Vinny style.
Thank you guys.